Georgia Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, Coach Kirby Smart told me his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands, it's Mays. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Man, guys, we're just getting started, and we're highlighting these players and these guys, and the QB said, all right, just highlight me, because they're coming out with a purpose. They're throwing the football. 2 different guys, 2 different catches, 2 explosive plays.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Firing to the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a give the ball. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
Hey, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, and the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected where he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Jesse. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question about it. And this defense, they've got their work cut out for them because they know they somehow, some way have got to be able to get home to the quarterback and try and affect him. That is easier said than done against this offensive line. They play as a cohesive unit. You don't see a lot of mental assignment errors. You don't see a lot of busts up front. They're able to keep this quarterback standing up. If they can do that today, it's going to be a long one for this defense.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now is when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
And the Bulldogs are flying down the field. They're going back to the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wiley. Turning it, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. At the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught on the left side by Wilson. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Gators come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Using his legs, it's Pryor. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Gators line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's caught. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can... Heading off the field, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The run inside. It's Pryor. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gators headed quickly to the line.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer. Anton, that guy was pretty good too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he only seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He wants have to change this route. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Bulldogs will try to pick it up on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Wiley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They were able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. On target. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll give to Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was #1 team you wanted to beat.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. He'll throw it. Punts it out of the air. Breaks into the open. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connect. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off play action on first down. Makes a catch. gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires downfield. Makes the catch. It's Mays. Oh, he found a space on the right. The 10. Touchdown, Gators. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is good. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. They're setting up the screen. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
It's complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Dogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Makes the grab. It's Pryor. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Finds the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Mays. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Going for 6. Touchdown, Gators! He got it right inside the pylon.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Fighting Irish in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on an 8-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Back now over to your game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Coming out of the locker room, Coach Kirby Smart told me he is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent and dynamic. I'll keep you posted how he continues to strike here in the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Looking to throw at Stockton. Got his man in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Handoff for ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
The Gators will call on their punt team. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Frazier again. Tackled there by the defense. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. It'll be third and long. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Here's a heat. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Fourth down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're working that left side. Runs through, man. He might have some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it. It's Frazier. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They take the lead with the 6.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A quick pass to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bought a little time, lets it go. On target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.